week 4, everybody. Welcome back to AEL Rocket League. My name is Max. Joining me up above, it is Gex, as we get ready to bring you not one, not two, but back to the 3 series of Rocket League today with a lot of big names, a lot of underdogs, and hopefully not too much drama, or at least not the bad kind, all the good kind here. Don't know what I could be referring to with that. Either way, how are we doing tonight, Gex?
Yeah, pretty good. I'm also hoping for no bad times tonight. So. But I don't expect any. I think we've got some really good players out today in particular. I'm looking forward to some of the matches. I don't know. I think that there's probably going to be some pretty one-sided matches tonight, though.
Yeah, there's going to be some challenging matches, I'd like to say. I think the teams are going to be appropriately named when we get to it, though. I'll let you guys try to figure out which one we're talking about, all right? First game, Group A, Monash Ball Chasers going to be taking on the UTS Supersonic Diamonds. Then we'll head to Group B to watch the UMESA Love Letters take on RMIT Purple. And then we're finishing the day with the Monash Miracle Workers against my pick to win this entire event, the UTS Juicer Squad.
Yeah, some really, really awesome teams coming out today. I think it's going to be an awesome one, so stick around and make sure you catch all of it, particularly that last one, like you said, Max. At least a very good contender for that top spot this season, so do not miss that. But, you know, we do have a lot going on right now, and this first one, Monash Ball Chasers versus UTS Supersonic Diamond. Monash Ball Chasers sitting on top of their group by a mile right now.
Yeah, they've just been pretty unbeatable in a very literal sense. Currently 3-0 in the standings. The only other team that's kind of competing with them has been RMIT Red, who are still kind of one game behind because of that bye. Meanwhile, we look at the UTS Supersonic Diamond. They have yet to win a match. So we're talking about maybe some more one-sided matches. This could be the case.
I was actually just talking to one of the players on Monash Ball Chasers, so I'm pretty sure they're confident. I'll say that.
I mean, how can you not be? That said, before we do get into it, I believe we do have some sponsors we'd like to thank.
We do indeed. And before we get to the freestyling, let's check out who is bringing us this series today. Of course, starting off with our first sponsor, Predator. Conquer new worlds with Predator Gaming today. Predator are the gaming PC partner of the AEL. Conquer new worlds with Predator Gaming. Predator Power puts power and precision in your hands. Elevate your gaming experience in every way with quality and performance thanks to Predator. Our second one is AOC, providing the best viewing experience. AOC is a global leader in monitor display, and for more than 50 years, AOC has delivered an exceptional viewing experience to millions of loyal customers worldwide. Today, the company offers a wide selection of stylish monitors for home, office, or gaming. And, of course, not to leave out our audio sponsor here, Rig, coming in with what it takes to win. Rig develops headsets delivering superior audio for competitive gamers and streamers at all levels. Join the Rig team and enhance your gaming experience.
Yeah, big thank you to all 3 of them. I'm sure you've just seen, though, the word has been given to the players to send this one underway as we are jumping in. I talked a bit about how the UTS, well, not this UTS, the other UTS could be one of my favorites to win this entire tournament. One of the teams that could beat them is this Monash side. They have one of the better lineups that we have seen in the history of AEL. Kevin07, ex-RLCS player, along with Civics, a constant tournament grinder, and Freeze lining up that Monash side. Up against them on UTS, Casual, Shexter, as well as Jonathan 2KO.
Oh, it's getting red well back downfield, and Civex is going to have to take it. I will like any answer found against these guys because we already talked about it. Kevin07, an experienced player, seen the likes of RLCS and many other tournaments, and being backed up by Civex, who is so strong. He was the player I was mentioning with a lot of confidence on him, and with good reason, but he's going to have to make a save on that one.
Yeah, I mean, look, too much confidence sometimes could be at the detriment of the team, right? We're already seeing overextension from the Monash side, and that looked like an open corridor straight down the middle. Now, playing a little bit further back, Civics off their own backboard, throws it back to the middle where Freeze was waiting. Kevin07 is forward up the field looking for the bump. Not even needed, Gex. It's a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I mean, the pressure was what pushed the defender out of any opportunity there, but I am liking the I'm liking the shots being taken. That last pass coming in from UTS there as well. Supersonic Diamonds are... They might be diamond, but I like that they look like they are at least comfortable with each other on field.
So, I just noticed something about UTS in this one as well. I always thought those were meant to be horns, because I always see them from behind. Those are actually like fox ears on Casual. Yeah, I never knew that. I just learned that for the first time now. Also, what car is that?
Which car? Jonathan's?
Casual.
Oh, Casual. I'll have to have a look. I'm fairly sure. Oh my goodness, Civex can find the top right corner of goal here. I'll have a look at Casual's car in a second. Casual.
We all know what he's trying to spell. That was a very nice durable, by the way, going on through for the Monash side to put that in. Yeah, I don't remember the exact name of that car. I do apologize. Everyone else is, Octanes, Fenix, Batmobiles, and the likes, but then you got that one different one. That's a double.
Is it Twinser?
Maybe. I don't know.
If it's Twinser, I actually picked one up just the other day. But yeah, a brilliant read by Freeze down into net here. This is already looking like the match it probably was supposed to be here. So I love that Freeze, everybody else is like on the team is like, yeah, I've been SSL. Let's show that off. Freeze is like, I am called Freeze. I am the Season 11 Blizzard Wizard.
Yep. I mean, it's thematic, right? Realistically,
yes, absolutely.
You would expect Jonathan 2KO to have them beat out because, as far as I remember, well, there it is. There we go. What did I say? You'd expect Jonathan 2KO to beat him out because Batman beats Mr. Freeze.
I love it. They just like really went along with that just so you could make the reference.
Yep.
Oh, no, that is definitely not a Twinser. I don't know what that is.
Okay, cool. It's a mystery machine. Scooby and the gang would be very appreciative. 3-1, as it's not going to be a shutout. UTS is able to find one goal on the board. 4 points scored in our first 2 minutes. This could be a longer one, especially with that clear from Casual. And all of a sudden, the undefeated Monash, they're back within one.
It's the Mustang, Mark E. Thanks to Trowel in the chat for that one. We were never going to get that. I did see the Mustang logo in the replay on that one, so, bit of a hint on that.
Yeah, it's an American car. That makes sense why we didn't know it.
Yeah, you should know, Max.
Should I? Should I really? Freeze is going to make it 4-2.
And he's got the Freeze-themed goal explosion there as well. Love it.
Whenever people play to a theme, it is instantly a win in my book, especially in events like AEL, right? So 4-2 lead right now in favor of Monash, starting to pull away yet again. Freeze has been on this team for, I believe, a couple seasons now, if I'm not mistaken, and has always had standout performances as well. So it's not as if, like, Freeze isn't as experienced as the other two, just based on the ranks that are being displayed. That said, overconfidence again, looking to bite Monash as UTS gets one through the middle.
I mean, Civex promised me he wasn't going to make this a long one, but at this rate, they might get beaten back a match here. UTS are firing back. They, the confidence from Monash might be, the amount of confidence, might be a little misplaced here.
I learned that lesson back in my first season at AEL. Never ask the players if it's going to be a quick one because it will always get longer. I always go back to this infamous series where Griffith had like a squad of essentially 3 RLCS level players playing a 3v2 against a team of, like, they were not bad players, but they definitely weren't at that RLCS level. I forget which school it was from. And they were like, yeah, don't worry, it'll be a quick one, it'll be fast. And I mean, it wasn't a 5-game series, it was a 4-game series, but they lost it. So,
oh my goodness.
Yes. I mean, granted, it was a 3v2 by player Virtue only. Paradise, who was on the Griffith side, spent the entire time on the opponent's backboards doing donuts. Freeze makes it 5-3.
He does indeed. I don't feel like we're giving enough credit to UTS here, though. I mean, we're talking a lot about how Monash is, underestimating their opponents and stuff, but there's been some actually fantastic setups. And Shexter has been a monster in defense. He's been up challenging some SSL level plays and actually meeting them mid-air right in front of his own net.
as he just barely avoids the own goal. I do have to agree with
calculated,
you,
Max.
Yeah, calculated. Now, I have to agree with you, however, and again, it's a big thing is having the confidence to capitalize on your opponent's mistakes and not necessarily be intimidated by what you could be perceiving yourself up against. And considering how sloppy Monash is looking, that's exactly the approach we want to see from UTS. Strong defensive touches into fast counterattacks, because Monash, they're playing like they truly believe they're the better team and there's no chance that they can mess this one up. And yet you see situations like that. This time, both Kevin and Civics were back and able to corral it, and they're going to go right back up the field looking for the reset. Delicate touch from Freeze leads to the bump, but Jonathan gets there first.
Jonathan as well has been fairly valuable to UTS. This is it's actually kind of amazing to me that the Supersonic Diamonds are sitting at the very bottom of the leaderboard here, because judging by this, if they were going against another team, like, is this just the group of death or something that they can't win a match? Because they seem relatively consistent as a team. It's just that they're going against powerhouses right now.
I don't know about that, because Civics is going to go ahead and make it 6-3. They have had their good moments, don't get me wrong, UTS side. I've also seen a lot of mistakes, particularly on the backboard defense. They've had a lot of misreads, a lot of balls kind of getting through. And they're also kind of slow to cut down any counterattacking plays I found through the middle of the pitch. That's been exposed a couple times when they've had their fleeting moments of attack. So, yes, if they're uncontested, unchallenged, the pace is a little bit slower. I think UTS is right up there with the best of them. But it's when things start to accelerate, we're starting to see the mistakes. And that has me thinking, it could be a tough group, yes, but this team still has its work cut out for it.
It just doesn't feel to me like mistakes that I'm not seeing out of other teams here in the University Series. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that these guys should ever beat Monash. They should not. Monash is made of SSLs. I don't think that there's many teams out there that are going to be able to put a challenge to that unless you're sporting an RLCS player, wink, wink. But, yeah, aside from that, considering they're called Diamonds, they're stacking up all right on a competitive note.
Yeah, they're definitely better than Diamonds, right? They didn't name themselves after their rank. That much is a given for sure. It's just they need to find a way to kind of keep tempo, I feel like, with this Monash side and clean up some of their play. For the most part, yeah, they have been consistent. And sometimes, you know, playing against a good opponent can raise your own individual level. So, good showing from UTS. Still a little bit sloppy when put under pressure. Monash, however, they made some early mistakes, but they cleaned it up at the end of that one.
They did indeed. Monash are, let's be honest, basically looking for freestyles here. They're not going for the easy shots, and there have been those available to them, as quick as UTS has been able to be to the balls at times. Monash has had more opportunities than they've taken, but 15 shots across the board shows that despite taking these complex, slower playstyle shots, they're actually making them on target enough to register as a shot, which is an incredible statistic on its own.
I also love how all three members kind of come across that with 5 shots apiece. Like, that is...
Yep.
That is something that you don't always see, but really well done on that Monash side in that regards. Everyone getting up there to have a chance, have a crack, have a go as we get ready for game number 2. Pressure on that UTS side right now. Looks like they're having a little bit of probably a car swap, which is why we're seeing one player a little bit late into coming back in. There we go. Scheckster is going to be back as we're kicking off our second game. Everyone is on the field, I believe. Yep, here we go.
Yeah, they're coming in. Scheckster's in chat saying, bruh, we're a gold 2 in Diamonds. If that's true, that's one of the most impressive gold 2s I've ever seen.
I don't believe that. I genuinely do not believe
I know.
that.
No, I struggle with that statistic.
We'll see what they can do right now. Civics is going to go ahead and clear across the box. Freeze, they're waiting on the other side. Kevin puts it up, going to be going for the double themselves. Turned it into a pass to Civics. It was a bit too far back to corral it. However, we are seeing a very sustained attack right now coming from the team on the blue side. Kevin 07, open net, can just drive it right in. Instead goes for the pinch off of Civics. And yeah, that's that little bit of the, we could score the goal, or we can try to get showy with it. Let's see if they get punished.
Like, if anybody here is going to be the gold, it's Casual. Not because of his plays, but because he's wearing a topper.
Counterpoint?
Yeah.
Counterpoint. If anyone here is the goal, It's Kevin07 for missing that open net.
All right, the call out, Kevin. I hope you're listening to this. Max calling Kevin a gold. Let's
Yep, clearly.
That's what I want
look at
to
this
see.
gold play right here. Terrible, terrible.
So gold. Freeze out of the corner, will pass to Civex, and they're trying to get it to Kevin to prove he's capable of scoring something not gold.
Didn't even get the double touch own goal. Clearly a gold. Can't even get the double touch own goal. Come on now. Oh, man.
It's going to head upfield. It is sticking to a 0-0 scoreline, but I feel like Monash have upped their game again in the quality of shots they're willing to take.
Yes. I mean, we haven't really seen them touch the ball in the forward third. A lot of their shots have come from the middle of the field, just putting lobbers up there and hoping the defense doesn't get back in time. Kevin07 gets credit for that point, so he will be going up to platinum after this amazing aerial dribble into the reset. Yeah, all right, fine. Fine. I guess, you know, the reset reverse musty maybe puts you out of gold. I don't know.
Maybe. Just...
That goal was actually
ridiculous. Yeah, that is. We're joking about it, but that was an incredible goal. Kevin07 finds another good one off of the read-off backboard as well.
Oh, man. I think we lit a fire under Kevin.
He's like, you want to talk about gold? Here we go.
Yeah, exactly. You want to talk about what it takes. Look, I know I'm not running in 2007. Was a very long time ago now. However, those elections are coming up. I want those votes, apparently. That's what we're seeing right now. Vote for Monash in the federal election and vote for Freeze as they make it 3-0.
And it's nice to see that Kevin's picked up a reset here. I didn't see if Civex got one earlier, but I know that money was on the line for him from a friend if he makes a ceiling reset, so he's going to be pushing for it.
Oh, how much?
I think it was a joke, but you know, I'll push for him to get something out of him.
I want to see it.
You put the words out. You gotta back it up, man. Like
exactly. Online. So what does he have to get? Sorry, it was a ceiling reset.
A ceiling reset. Yeah.
All right. You know
a
what?
Ceiling reset double. Sorry. The ceiling reset double touch. There we go.
You know what I predict is going to happen as we watch Kevin overshoot that one.
If he's listening and I've just reminded him of it, it's gonna happen.
Well, no, here's what's going to happen. He's going to get the ceiling reset, going to get the double, and then it's going to be saved by a teammate. That's what's going to happen. Oh, touch towards the net, not quite in it. Also, if you just happen to be tuning in and you're not quite sure what we're talking about, ceiling reset double is essentially setting up the flip reset, which is when you get all four wheels on the ball and give yourself an extra flip off of the ceiling, and then finding the double touch off the backboard all in one shot. Very difficult to pull off. I want to see it. Civics, though, not going to get it this time, but is going to get credit for the goal.
Yeah, I thought this might actually get taken here by Kevin with just a light skim on the ball, but misses it by millimeters.
We're not in APAC, Gex. We don't goal.
Yeah, that's
steal
true.
Here. That's an APAC thing.
Okay. Excuse me, it's securing.
Okay, I thought you were about to say, excuse me, that doesn't happen in APAC, and then we would have had a very different conversation right there.
Oh no! It's there's goal secures every single match. That's the rule. Yeah. It's like APAC's rule 1 is you must
be the one who scores the goal.
Yes, yeah.
Oh no! Open net miss for casual.
Otherwise, you get traded out of the team in the next split gap.
Oh man. F's in the chat for all picks.
Oh, I know. I'm glad you knew exactly what reference I was making there. Like, there was a list an arm long of pit plays you could have picked there, but you got the right one.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big story right now. Oh, no! Ah, Freeze is there for the save. I thought that one was going in. There's been a couple more chances for UTS, though. They've been having their opportunities. Unfortunately, that open net miss from Casual might be their best one in this second game. 4-0 scoreline, less than a minute to go. It does appear as if Monash is going to be advancing to match point.
And Freeze now has a challenge on him. Musty, reset Musty. I don't see that being a problem.
What, it being match point?
Getting that shot at all.
Oh, yeah, no. Those are
yeah, I mean, being match point, kind of a problem for UTS. Probably not much of one for Monash.
Yeah, exactly. UTS, I mean, look, they're having a good crack at it, and a bit unfortunate that their stream game is against one of the best in this event.
Yeah, I know.
Like, again,
They look like they're having fun at least, right? Like,
yeah, I think
here,
so.
they're playing.
I think it's fun to go up against people who are way better than you because you learn a lot and you really do push yourself. Granted, I'm not normally on stream when it's happening unless it's the Sunless Con 24-hour one, but Monash is still going to make this 2-0.
It's like, no more. we're going now. It's next match time. Stop it.
Yeah, that's
Sends it to ground.
That's fair. I'm keen to see, though, where this series goes, because I want to see UTS get at least one more goal in this one, right? And when I say that, I don't want to see UTS get one more point. I want to see UTS get one more goal. So if Monash, for whatever reason, own goals, it does not count.
Yes, I agree. They have to actually get the goal, not just be awarded it. I agree, yes. Right now, though, we've still got a couple of goals up for Civex and Freeze. We'll see what they can achieve as far as quality of goals go, as Freeze gets defended against quite well there. Civex under it will take it to the ceiling. Kevin's coming in looking for it. Civex got the reset. Oh.
So close right there for Civex, who, look, I got to be honest, if there's one player on the Monash team who hasn't really pulled off that big wow moment yet, it's been Civex.
Yeah. Which is kind of surprising here. He's one of the guys there sporting the SSL tag. You got to live up to it, especially when you're going against the self-proclaimed gold and diamonds.
Especially when you're playing with the self-proclaimed gold of Kevin 07.
That's yeah, I know. Disgustingly
that's a correct
bad.
Kevin quote, right? I am gold. I don't know. I don't think it is. But
colorized 2022.
Kevin's really good at Rocket League. That's the only reason. Like,
oh my goodness, Freeze nearly read that down. That would have been an insane shot. Comes off ceiling and nearly almost is anyway, as Casual tries to chase it out.
I think I should establish a little bit. The reason why I like to kind of poke at Kevin a little bit more is because I do have a bit more of a friendship with them, similar to the likes of, like, you know, when Lethal for Life is playing. That's a goal earned by Jonathan 2KO, and that's the 1-0 lead for the first time this series. UTS out in front.
Yeah, Jonathan got onto that quickly, and the chase just wasn't there. And it's, again, down to the fact that Monash is wanting to go for more complex plays. Like, that was followed off the backboard for that exact reason, where it could have been defended more easily. However, UTS read that well and made their play count, and now they are actually up in a game.
Yeah, that's something new for the UTS side in this series. Maybe they'll be able to bring this one back.
in the tournament.
If they can hold on to this lead and take a game off of Monash, that would be pretty massive. Casual doesn't really have the follow-up that they were looking for, as pace gets slowed down a little bit by Monash. They were looking for that pass to Freeze. Not going to find it. Opportunity again for the UTS side. Into the corner we go. Possessions lost. Casual misses as well. One defender is back, but Kevin gets the own goal.
I actually am not sure this was planned either.
No, this has
it has to be.
It has
I refuse to believe that he
How
could...
is this, Gex, not planned?
I think he's going for the pinch with Civex.
Pinch where? The only way it's going is back
I don't
towards
think
your
it
own
matters.
net.
They're just messing with the ball right now.
What? 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 What kickoff is that?
That's the AEL. We're calling that now.
Oh, okay. I don't like
Maybe
it.
not. They might not be happy with that.
Yeah,
actually.
I don't want to put that on AEL. Oh, here we go, Kevin. No.
Oh. Could have been an incredible spike.
Would have been one for the ages. Instead, halfway through game 3, still 2-0 in favor of UTS. Freeze wanted to go the distance. Oh my gosh, the pinch pass to Kevin almost comes through. Yeah, I think we're at that stage where Monash, they want those highlight goals, and they are just going for them clips.
I love seeing Jonathan meet an SSL at the ceiling. That's a fantastic look to me. Freeze. Oh, I think he may have been looking to feed that back into Civex. Kevin gets it off the backboard. Fairly basic shot there, but they do want to take this game, and they're into the last half, so they're going to even it up pretty quickly here, I think.
And has to recover. I don't care if it was pre-flipped and planned.
Gold.
I see that first touch hit the post. Don't know about that, Chief.
This is why he's gold.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
easy call.
Civics straight down the middle, going to get the dribble off the backboard. Someone underneath, not quite there.
Oh.
How does, actually, that last goal, the pre-flip off the post, that is not an easy shot to pull off. And I know it looks like he missed that first touch. That one was all intentional. I do want to make that clear.
Shexter, good save there. Civex was actually ready for the defense and tried to go for a dunk, but
Ooh, I like that ball.
Didn't have the space to adjust well enough. Kevin over the top. There's a pinch with Civex. Freeze should finish this off, but just too short.
And we got a minute and a half left, and they're going to need not
in?
one, but 2 goals. Now, no, it's off the post, but that's okay.
They
Backup
will.
is there. Jonathan, 2KO, returns to the 2-goal lead.
And this is a good look for UTS. Despite who you're up against, a minute 27 left, 2 goals up, it is technically defendable. I'm not saying park the bus here, but UTS has a good shot, especially with saves like that.
That was a fantastic first shave. However, that pressure, when Monash wants to turn it on, you can see how fast they are in those attacking rotations right there. That touch against a lot of other teams probably is enough to stay and keep your possession, but because it's a little bit too far forward, immediately Monash jumps all over it through the corner, passes it right back into the box, 2-3 game.
And 2-3 is dangerously close. UTS should probably be losing this lead any second now. Kevin's going to drop it down to Civex, and there it goes.
That is just evil placement right there coming out of Civics, because you can see they recognize Casual's positioning, where the car is facing, put it behind them. It's pretty straightforward a lot of the time. You have to get a pretty high level, though, to be able to make those reads and make those placements count. So super well done by Civics. That was a fantastic shot, reading the defense and finding the gap.
Yeah, at least to do it consistently anyway. I do feel like you don't have to be too high to be able to pull it off, but up until a certain point, a lot of the time you're going to be probably able to call it a bit of a fluke, despite it being part of the plans. Civex pounded home as they go up that 1 point, 139k an hour off the defense there. That's exactly what they wanted to do to make this as short as they promised, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's Kevin, getting resets, reverse musties, I don't think any of these shots are realistically flukes right now. Monash with that lead once again, under a minute to go. Kevin passing it forward to Civics. Jonathan steals it away. Unfortunately, Shexter was just a little bit too far back.
Kevin's going to leave that one to Freeze. They find open space as a result. Now the center coming out. Kevin doubling back for it across field. Jonathan to the wall. They actually have some room for movement here, but there's no chase fast enough. Puts it up high. The spike is finally found by Kevin 07. I think we can ditch the gold title. This is something else.
Yeah, this is some silver level play right there. I mean, come on. That was clearly
he basically
a backward
missed the pass.
Yeah, exactly. What is that? You were supposed to throw a pass to a teammate. Again, Kevin's just playing out of his mind in this series. Fantastic stuff from the Monash side. 20 seconds remaining, 2-goal lead. It's time for the victory lap. It's time for the celebration because Monash are going to keep their undefeated streak strong.
Kevin's going to be known as the gold of AEL from here on out because of you, Max.
I hope so.
You're trying to develop a title for him. That's good. Jonathan, a big miss. Casual will let it up high, and Freeze is going to go for one last attempt. It comes off high and will find ground. Monash, 3-0.
Yeah, dominant performance from the Monash side. Again, credit to UTS in regards to when Monash did overextend, when Monash did make mistakes, they kept it interesting. They tried to apply that pressure. But for the most part overall, absolutely, Monash from start to finish just really controlled this one.
Yeah, from the beginning, you did expect that. This is a really solid roster. Everybody there knows what they're doing. And when you're led up by Kevin and Civex and, Kevin being ex-RLCS, that you don't really get a lot of chances against these guys. They played this well. They gave their opponents some respect and made it a fun match for everybody involved. UTS stepped up and showed us some of their best skills in the game. Was never going to be enough to take it, but it sure did make it look like they're definitely above the levels they were claiming for. So it's a good display by UTS here, I think.
We got our own goal out of the way. Thank you for that too, Kevin. That's going to do it for game number 1. We'll be back in just a few moments for game number 2. UMESA Love Letters from UOM taking on RMIT Purple when we do return. back, everybody. Apologies for a little bit longer delay. We had some issues finding the correct map that everyone would agree on. Believe it or not, despite myself, and I'll take the L for this one, I wanted to go to the neon fields, all right? I wanted to jam with the Peanut and that weird bunny girl in the rave, but apparently it's impossible to see the ceiling on that map, and I don't know, maybe at my level it's not needed, but for these players, we have to go somewhere a little bit more proper. So, lobby's been sorted out. We're going to have our next match just around the corner. It's the UMESA Love Letters taking on RMIT Purple.
Yeah, another player I was talking to earlier, actually, OY is in this one, so I think he's another one that's pretty confident here. We'll see if it's warranted here. I saw Love Letters last time we cast. I don't remember how they go, so let's find out.
They go well usually. We've actually seen them twice now on stream, and both times on stream they were able to pick up victories. OY. Of course, you know, a member of, I believe it was, oh my goodness, I forgot the logo again. Every single time I forget, like, oh, I recognize that logo. Which team is it against? Oh, Vert. Or no, it's Eclipse. It's Eclipse! But this time it's Berserk who gets the first goal.
How can you forget? It's literally his profile picture.
I see green, white circles, okay? And my thoughts go, okay, what's the green, white circle team? Ground Zero. No, that's not it. Overt. No, that's not it. Hazard's been doing that. Oh, wait, no, that's right. Oh, of course, it's Eclipse. Like, green and white circles they're tired, all right? Make it purple or something.
I recognize the green and white circles because they do their jerseys through the same people as One Knee. So I've seen them a lot. Seen the logo heaps.
That's true. One and one's better, though, of course, right?
Obviously. I designed it. Come on. I can't say otherwise, can I? I gotta back myself.
And it's not green and white. Nefoxel's gonna try to find that goal, not quite get it. Look, let's go over the teams real quick. On the UMESA side, it is Berserk who scored our first goal, OY, as well as Nefoxel. Taking them on is RMIT Purple, which is Spas, as well as Gibbon, and Culo de Greco, which might be one of the coolest names we have in this event.
OY? Going to get a block on that, but Berserk is way out of position. This is a bad misplay, and RMIT Purple will pick up on that pretty easily.
I have
no!
Yeah, I mean, that's a oof right there out of Berserk, unfortunately. I've been asked to delete the VOD. No, I cannot, Berserk. In fact, it has already been clipped and sent to all your friends and family. But 1 minute into this game, I'm still not sure how much weight I put on that equalizing goal right now. I put a lot of weight on the goal explosion. That was really cool.
What a pass! Oh.
However, I think already we can see from the UMESA Love Letter side, they want to spread the field out. They want to go for more of these deeper plays. I don't think they're going to be making a lot of mistakes quite like that throughout. That to me felt like an unusual, unforced error. And for the most part, I do expect UMESA to really get RMIT to try and chase a lot. Okay, now I'm getting a little concerned, Gex.
Yeah, you should be. OY, I mean, theoretically a good pass, but not when you consider the positioning of just about anybody else on field. Not where you want to place that, right on top of your opponent. It's a big bang, easy to get, and straight at goal.
Yeah, that was a really fast goal, but this is a really fast response. Top post and in. Berserk absolutely drives that one home.
And they should be scoring like this. UMESA Love Letters have had 3 wins, 1 loss. They're sitting second in Group B right now, and RMIT Purple are a little way down that list. 2 wins, 1 loss. They are 1 win. Sorry, yeah, right. the bug with the everybody receiving 1 free win. Yep. It looks good though, doesn't it? Like,
I like that bug until you do the math and you look like, wait, everyone, there's more wins than losses, and unfortunately. This isn't one of those leagues where everyone's a winner. We have proper winners and losers here in AEL, but proper winners and losers.
Not fake.
Look. All right. All I'm saying is we don't do. Well, actually, I think there are like participation awards. I'm not sure if there are for this league, but all I'm saying is when I was a kid, I had to earn my participation awards. All right. I fought hard for those participation awards as opposed to them just being given out for participating.
Berserk sends it to backboard. OY can't quite get on top of it. Nefoxel, he's a name that didn't get talked about a lot until probably the last match, the last time he was casted, and then he showed up massively. Berserk being given away a goal here, and they will go up by 1.
Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting. The first time we caught UMESA Love Letters on stream, it was the OY show. Then last week with the two of us, it was a lot of Nifoxel. And now this game, it seems to be a lot of Berserk right now. So definitely seeing 3 different sides of the Love Letters, which is going to be super strong for them moving forwards. If they can get the full Hydra approach where everyone can be that threat on the field, this could be one of those teams, again, that we look forward to later in the season, having that deep playoff run.
Oh, a little bit of a miss there, but Berserk is ready to pick it up immediately. That's going to drop down from ceiling, but should be fairly harmless as long as they get on this quickly enough.
Yeah,
there's a little bit of a worry there for a second, and it should be Nifoxel will be the 3rd man, comes in, takes the goal well.
This is such an unfortunate position, I feel like, for the defense to be in, for Gibbon in particular. No boost, knows they're the last defender, and that ball is just being held right up high out of reach. There isn't much you can do from that aside from maybe attempting a squishy save, but even then, that would have been so risky. It just not a good spot to be in as Berserk gets a double to make it a 3-goal lead.
Yeah, done very well here. Gets right on top of that. Pushes it to backboard, and Kulo is right under it, but just unable to find the touch. That was very close.
You know, if you're going to have your Steam profile picture be a bear, you should name yourself Berserk.
Can I complain to management? Max
yeah,
lost
you're
his
right.
mind.
You're right. Complain to management about their name and how it should be Berserk. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, okay.
Get the mods on it.
Force them to change. Yeah. Unacceptable name, no punnage.
No. Exactly.
It's okay, Max.
Very no punishment. You need the punishment. Punishment is required.
Punishment. No. Punishment required, yeah.
As we watch Berserk almost connects with OY. Nifoxel throwing it back up for another waterfall down. This time, Cool DeGrico was able to make that initial read. Ball still kind of jammed on that orange side of the pitch. We see the clear straight down the middle. Berserk has to put it off their own backboard. Defense missing the ball. A couple unforced errors. However, the rest of the attack, Spass and Gibbon, they were too far back. They were playing a bit too conservatively, and they weren't able to capitalize on the mistake.
RMIT Purple is worrying me a little bit here because they have every play that they have been successful off from their own defense has come off of one player. So they can push 2 players upfield. They have the ability, and they can use just one of them to do this. Gibbon reads it off the top of the car.
Gibbon, I believe that's a hat trick, actually, after this goal right here. Just a beautiful dunk as Berserk really had nowhere to go with that ball there where they could put it safely. So good heads-up play from Gibbon. Nice goal taking us back within 2 with only 45 seconds left.
But this just shows more why what I was just saying is a point that needs to be brought up, because RMIT Purple have the ability to be scoring here against Love Letters, but they are just conservative about this. They are staying back. Sorry, I don't want to get you banned off stream. However, Given puts it into the back of net again, and this is it. They send 2 upfield. They keep 1 back in defense. They can operate like this.
I mean, that was just a case realistically. I feel like if UMESA sending 3 upfield, and yeah, 2 were going up the other way, because that was like, you know, gates are open, breakaway situation. Now 25 seconds remaining, 1 goal differential. RMIT Purple, they're in it with a shot to win it here. They've got to find that equalizer first, though. Pressure coming on that defensive line. The bumps come through, but that is still very aggressive positioning for a team that is only 1 goal ahead.
Coming out from the back corner here as well. Could be a chance for 1 more for Love Letters. It is only a 1-goal deficit here, and if RMIT Purple capitalizes quickly as they have in other opportunities so far, there is a possibility of overtime still.
No.
It's narrowing, though. Goes to ground. Love Letters will take game 1.
I love those kinds of attempts, though, like the bluffs where you just throw it deep and assume that, like, the defense is going to pop it up just because original rule 1 and or they don't know where you're actually coming from, so it's like that panic play. It looked for a brief moment that Nifoxel was going to pop it up again and almost mistouched it onto the ground. I don't think that's the case. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt to say, yeah, that was intentional. Nifoxel did end that one. It got very close at the end, though.
Did indeed, and I think RMIT Purple, like I was saying, if they can kind of push that 2 forward, 1 back playstyle here, they will get scored on, don't get me wrong, but it's going to give them a lot more opportunities than they're getting. And currently, everything that has been scored against them was scored against them with 2 defenders in goal. So you're not losing anything here.
Have they?
Oh.
Whoa, Nefoxel's going to get a quick goal. Have they redesigned this map?
I think this is this season's version. It's the cartoonized version, yeah.
Yeah, this is my first time catching it like on a cast right now. Very poppy, very cartoony. I kind of dig it.
Yeah, I mean, come on here with the what was the cartoon? Ripped Funny Book. Bring Funny Book onto this as your decal, and you would just fit right in here. Like you would be straight out of a comic.
Well, let's see if Gibbon can get some goals. So we can see it. Shot from OY. It's going to be saved on the line, but Nefoxel will find that top left corner, put it through. 2-0 lead already for the Love Letters.
Yeah, Spaz had the opportunity, but came up too high and just barely enough space between that defender after the touch and that crossbar gets snuck in by Nefoxel, and that's 2 goals for him there. He's looking for a hat trick this game.
Yeah, really wants to try and find that third quickly, too. Would be a massive lead for the UMESA Love Letters. Looking to go 3-0 as well. That said, they had a good lead back in game number 1, and RMIT Purple showed us they can bring it back. Keep your eyes on Gibbon. They are a player who has had some solo plays in the past. Maybe they can do it a couple more times in this one.
Gibbon's going to go to ground there. Gets it away eventually, but Berserk, he's changed his name for you, Max.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, now we don't have to penalize him, right? Like that's
no
good.
punishment.
No punishment coming. You've passed the test, and I think that's why we're seeing a better start from UMESA Love Letters in this game.
It's got to be it. The universe is just blessing them for the pun. That's. It agrees with you, Max. So I don't know. I might not have to get you fired just yet for this atrocity.
Look, I've been spending too many times doing NA casts. All right, I want to do this. I don't remember if I brought this up last week, but I want to bring it up again right now. I'm calling out every single NA caster out there. The pun game from NA, it is relentless. It's exhausting, Kex.
Are they outmatching Johnny Boy?
Oh, yeah. Because, like, Johnny Boy is one caster, right? Who I think does the pun game as part of his NA vendetta just to be like, yeah, I can do it better. But, like, on the average as a whole, 100% NA casters, they love their puns.
I've heard it enough out of Bass from the past, so I don't need any more. It's fine. OI gets it away. I'm not one to shy away from puns myself, but I will be that hypocrite. I'm going to call you out for it, too.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Puns are awful and should never exist. 2.5 minutes
but we can make
right
them.
Now. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's because of NA. It's because they set the expectation, so now we all need to learn them.
Pass.
Shot from OY is wide. Follow-up shot is straight into the defender, and no goal is scored.
I really thought we were going to see a fantastic passing play come out from them just there for a moment, but the shot went just narrow off to that right-hand side. Berserk, that's a brilliant pass in again there, though, as Spaz gets on top of it. You're absolutely right. I think particularly here in OCE, we do follow a bit more of an American-style casting. We definitely don't slow it down like the Europeans.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's because, there's more North American-influenced casters here, I guess, You got Bass, you have myself, and only, like, poor Hyperia alone.
You're leading the charge for OCE, Max. Let's see.
Hold on. For North American casters living in OCE, I think there's only one that I'm aware of that casts Rocket League. Is there any other Americans who live here?
That's fair. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's at least one other American that lives in Australia.
Oh yeah, but that casts Rocket League.
I don't know. I'll get them involved.
All right,
just
find them.
Just to break
find them. That is your homework for the class, everybody. I want
find an American willing to cast Rocket League
who lives in OCE, right? You can't just go.
Yes,
you can't reach out to Bass. We all know he'll cast anything, but cannot do that.
Oh, the call-outs are rife tonight. OI onto this one though is taking this, and there hasn't been any action on field for a little while. Still that 2-0 goal line, and with under a minute left, it looks like it could be taken this way. Right now, Nefoxel trying to change that. It's a good pass to Berserk. Does he find the second? No, too high.
As we're going to see OY looking for a cross-up, gets challenged straight away, and now this could be the opening. Pass back down. Oh, Berserk a little bit too quick to that play. 30 seconds remaining. Breakaway going to the orange side of the pitch. Desperation backboard setup is immediately spiked through. OY puts game 2 out of reach.
Yeah, I really thought that Kulo was going to be able to find a little bit more directional momentum onto that, put it left or right of goal, but it kind of just sat up there after it touched that backboard and made that a fairly decent shot attempt. And the chances were high enough for that to find its home in the back of net, and it did that quite well.
So 20 seconds remaining in game number 2. Still going to be at least one more game after this one. RMIT Purple, after a strong showing in game number 1, shut out in this second game. And that's a little bit surprising until you remember that this team struggled on finding offensive opportunities in game number 1 as well because of their more conservative positioning. And it feels like that's coming back to bite them even more so as the series progresses.
Definitely a good save there at the end, but like you're saying, it's not their defense that's under question here, and they were able to hold that game to a fairly low scoreline, but they got one shot in that entire match. They had 7 saves and 1 shot on board. You have to push those 2 men upfield. It's not going to work any other way here. You have to put some faith into yourself and your teammates. Find those passes and find the confidence to challenge.
As we get ready to go for our 3rd game in this series, the rain starting to come down on RMIT Purple. Whether or not they'll bring it back, this is going to be their time to do it. You don't want to fall 2 games down in the whole of AEL. It makes that playoff run that much more difficult. Foxel off the backboard does have a teammate underneath, but Gibbon is still putting pressure on the attack. Where's the next attacker? They're just not there yet. They're back in the middle of the field, not willing to commit.
Once again, just no follow-up here. The attacks come out fairly well from RMIT Purple, but they don't hold any pressure. Spaz might be able to do something here, though. That's a good flick up high. Gibbon underneath as OI pushes back up again. Kulo, I can't really blame him for sitting back a little on that. That play slowed down dramatically, but those aren't the plays that we're looking for that aggressive mark out of.
And the thing as well is...
Spaz!
Oh. Well, never mind what I was going to say. We have our second own goal of the night.
Yeah, I feel like this is, like, realistically, this is the actual own goal. Like, the other one, it came out of messing around. It came out of, like, a decent chance at it just being an own goal, and they just didn't care. This one was a legitimate attempt to make something happen, and it's gone straight into their own net. That is unfortunate.
You hate to see it sometimes, but I love to see it, so that's just how it be.
Every time you come to Asia, you're like, when are we seeing the own goals?
Yeah. All I'm seeing is people, you know, securing, I say in air quotes, goals. You never really see the own goals come out, and I think
oh, don't say that. Don't say never.
Okay, yeah, fair. Fair.
1 and E is still around. You know? We run a tournament, and then you'll see the own goals come out.
I think, yeah, you know what? We should talk more about that later. But for right now, Spaz putting some pressure on. Waterfall down. Not quite in. Gibbon, follow up, backboard. And again, no one there to really be in that right spot. Although not for lack of trying. We are seeing RMIT play a little bit more further forward in this game.
Oh, the read. Kulo might be able to get something away. Just can't quite get the dunk onto Foxel.
Yeah, and that was, even though they don't find the goal, I'm hoping they see that opportunity and they're starting to realize, oh, when we play further forward, we can get to the ball faster and we might be able to get more points.
Oh, the big bump from OY, but they get back to it. Given a little bit of a panic there out of Spaz and he, but they do manage to take it upfield again. And the pressure is put on. Spaz jumping early, that's good to see, but it comes back. Kulo is available, better positioning, earlier attempts on the ball, mean that Berserk can't quite take that shot.
2 in the middle.
He's Grumpy Bear now.
Oh no. There was 2 in the middle, and somehow, some way, Foxel is able to find the gap and steal that off of them. RMIT Purple, they're taking more chances, and I like what I'm seeing. They're taking more risks, and they're getting more opportunities for themselves. However, Foxel is looking to punish, as we see again, just intercepting that one away and almost putting the shot on target.
Berserk looking to be grisly, but it comes away off Spaz. Gibbon puts it upfield. There's an upfield pass out of RMIT Purple. Are we seeing a different team?
Well, we're seeing a more aggressive team, that's for sure. It's just not resulted in goals yet, and it's rough because I feel like they've done the work to get at least one of these in. However, these final touches, these shots have been not very accurate, and I say that very how do I put this? Accuracy hasn't even been close. They've been missing by a fair bit. They haven't really even been off the post. Oh, why do you do that to them? RMIT Purple down by 2.
And RMIT Purple were 4 shots to Love Letters 2 until this one comes out, makes it 3, and makes it a second goal here. They have been putting Love Letters on the back foot, and that is why we only have a minute 37 left. And it's an even closer scoreline. They've been able to hold it more consistently in their opponent's half, which means less shots on their own net here. Spaz trying to make another one count here as well. Gibbon dives on it. This is good pressure. Kulo, the third man's there as well. This is great stuff, the Berserk. Oh no, it's all gone awry.
That was, the bumps were there, the shots were on target, but the defensive recovery coming from the Love Letters, they were forced to take their game to the next level because of that attack, and they responded in kind. And when that happens, there's not much you can do when you're on RMIT Purple. You just got beat in that situation. Get your head down, try to find another goal. Credit where it's due. Love Letters defense, they held tough.
Look at this. The defensive line of RMIT Purple is even moving up to the midfield. They have to look for a demo here. A big clear away means that Spaz has an opportunity. The defense is not found. Oh, Kulo was there, but so was the defense. Love Letters are just proving that they can meet these challenges, but it is a better game by far out of RMIT Purple. I think it might just be too late. That's a great redirect, but opportunities so much more abound for them. They just can't find the net.
No. These first touches have to go in until the mistake is made, and that'll be Gibbon fighting that goal. 2-1, 16 seconds remaining. And they are very fortunate that there was the unforced error from Berserk right there. Something that I'm noticing in this Love Letter defense is that they won't make a save on the first attempt. They'll make the save on the second, the third, and the fourth. The first touch from RMIT Purple has to be golden, especially with 15 seconds left.
Love Letters aren't expecting this. They're not expecting the pressure out of RMIT Purple because that's how they haven't been playing. Oh, it's unfortunate. It goes back the other way again as OI collects his own second for the match. And it does spell defeat here for RMIT Purple, but it was such a better showing. If RMIT Purple had turned up from game 1 with this mentality, with these challenges, with this offense, I think we would have seen a different series entirely. And right now, it's just that too little too late kind of thing to say here, and Love Letters will get away with it.
It's rare that you kind of leave a series going, yeah, best of 5, easily Love Letters win this, but a best of 7, RMIT Purple might be able to do it. You know what I mean? It was a slower
it's
adjustment.
Possible. It's absolutely doable.
It's the slower adjustment. And that, we're saying, oh, if only they adjusted faster, if only they were quicker to the punch in that regards. Mid-series adjustments are hard, Gex. Like, that's not something a team can pick up off, like, the cuff. So the fact that they found it at the end, credit to them in that regard. Hopefully they'll be a bit faster at it in the future, but no shame in that defeat from RMIT Purple. Love Letters, though, they were the stronger team. They were the more consistent team, and they deserve to be 3-1.
I can't wait to see RMIT Purple again, though. I think they learned a lot out of this match. Like you said, tough to make those changes mid-match. And something you said last week, I think, becomes very relevant here as well, is that a lot of these university teams, they're kind of the future of Rocket League. They're the next step. They're coming up. And when you can see this kind of ability to adjust and adapt to the game, RMIT Purple, they still have it in them to be a lot better than they are right now, and I'm seeing big things for them.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where RMIT Purple go from here. I'm also excited to see how far the Love Letters can take this hot streak. That's 3 wins on stream in a row for this side. They're on a bit of a tear right now, and I'm curious to see, are they kind of that dark horse? Are they going to be that team that makes that deep run? That's something we're going to have to find out in later weeks. But for right now, we still have one more match left. The Juicer squad from UTS, again, my pick to win this entire event, up against the aptly named Miracle Workers, who are going to need to work and make that miracle if they're going to find a win in this one. That's going to be our final match of the evening when we return. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us through that little bit of a delay, but we are here, and well, we're looking at some sock. We're looking at whoops, leaks. No, we're looking at our standings right now for our last game in the E division. Monash Miracle Workers taking on the likes of UTS Juicer Squad. 1-1, 2-0, two potential favorites of this event. This is going to be a bit of a blockbuster match.
It should be indeed. We're going to send the guys in straight away as well, get this underway, as we did have a little bit of a longer break than expected. But we do have everybody on now. The normal team captain wasn't available, so we actually had a bit of trouble contacting these guys. But they're here. They showed up as soon as we did find contact. And here comes Azza, the RLCS X contender tag on the name as well. This is going to be your choice for the tournament so far. Am I right, Max?
Yeah, I mean, they've been my choice so far just because I've always respected as a player. I mean, ever since the days of Hazard was always the mechy one, always the showy one who the others would try to set up, and it's Sloshed, a.k.a. Azza, who gets the first goal.
Now that will be the man himself straight away. Knight, though, a decent setup. He actually fakes it low for Slosh to come in and smash that home. That's a great first shot for UTS Juicers, and I expect this to be a bit of a runaway series. Monash, they're going to have some trouble on their hands, though.
I mean, they have to play well, right? Otherwise, this could keep happening, and these early defensive reads, not the strongest showing from Monash at the start. But this is not a poor lineup either. Like, Calcium, as well as I'm pretty sure Farrier, I could be wrong on the second one, but I know Calcium for sure, has had some strong success in this event in the past, so is something to look out for. There's a reason why this team is 2-0 coming into today. However, they're against one of the best lineups that we have in this event, yet it's Mayan who gets the first goal for the team in blue.
I was just about to say, I'm pretty sure I've seen Maine's name around in tournaments as well. I'm almost 100% sure I've casted Maine somewhere before. Don't ask me where, but that goal is going to show exactly why he's been a competitive player in the past, if I am correct. And he's going to kick them off and bring them back to only a 1-goal deficit.
3 goals, 30 seconds. That is setting a tempo for our third and final series of the evening. Right now it's going to be Maine looking to play off that backboard. Can only go so far with it. Counter-attacking play will be led by Slosh, who actually leaves it for Central. Water falling down because of that eager commit before. Knight has to play from the third man role, puts out a pot shot, doesn't get the goal. And I love Azza just bumping his teammates out of the way to get to the play.
Well, he's got a bit of say on the field. He's got a bit of sway, but that big pinch shouldn't be any problem to deal with on goal line, at least not the first attempt. But Knight sends it forward. Azza picks it up off of that as well. An unexpected final touch. Sends that in at 140 kilometers an hour.
No one would expect Azza to stay on that play. As soon as the pass back, usually you're looking for the bump or the rotate back, but Azza instead finds the gap between the defenders for that pass to come through. And those are the kind of heads-up play that we saw last time this guy was on stream. Just such a fantastic sort of ball hawk in these attacking situations. So good when allowed to play the game their way.
Coming out again here. Some big chase from Maine. It's going to drop down.
No.
Calcium gets away from him. Sloshed looking for that pass. Azza makes the play happen. There's a bump as well, but the second defender is too much. That's going to leave an open net there.
No!
Oh, Central!
Oh, I don't need to say what happened. We all saw it. Azza gets the goal.
It's not worth talking about. They found it anyway. Azza's like, dude, come on. This is what you do.
Yeah. I don't know why Central jumped. I'm trying to think what could have caused the panic jump right there, and I think it was just panic, right?
I hope so.
So it should be worth noting.
If it's a choice, then
Central's the sub. So that's important to note right now. Central is subbing in at the moment for Flicky. Oh no, Central, wrong way! Wrong way! All right,
at least it's not internet. We haven't seen our third own goal of the night yet, but Sloshed picks that up well. Calcium. Oh, it's past one. Knight.
Oh, that
gets
pass!
the redirect, but Central is already up. It's in off of Knight eventually, though, and that's going to be a 5-1 lead. This is the runaway match at the very least that I was predicting.
I feel as if there is a bit of an experience difference and a bit of synergy,
Yeah.
growing pains happening right now with Central and the rest of the team. But something that I'm really enjoying watching is the fact that, like, while it's clear as Central doesn't quite gel there just yet, the other two are playing as if he does, right? They're still throwing the passes, like these high-speed, very difficult passes his way, expecting him to come through. They're expecting those strong touches, and I kind of love seeing that.
I feel like everybody in chat's gonna start doing the RLCS OC and APAC thing with. Oh my goodness, Azza finishes that off brilliantly.
That was a good setup from Central right there. We're going to ignore the fact that they burned the 10 boost to try and follow it up, which was never going to happen, but that followed through from Azza to get the double touch and in. Great stuff. You just shook your head like, why did you bring that up?
What I was gonna say is that I'm pretty sure what chat should be doing right about now is going, oh yeah, I can play better than this. It's the classic APAC OC RLCS commentary in the chat, but I feel like it's worth pointing out just because of how this looks. Central is also sporting a Supersonic Legend title here.
And I think we talked about this, or at least I had the opportunity to talk about this with Fetch last time we did see this UTS squad playing. The difference between your Supersonic Legend and your Supersonic Legend with top 8 RLCS experience. Like, that's what we're seeing right here. It actually, it's still there. And even when you get to, like, the top 1 percentile of people who play this game, the difference between the top 1 and the top 0.5%, it is that visible sometimes. And I kind of predicted this was going to be a bit of the Azza show, and we're getting that early in this series.
I mean, there's such a big difference between a competition setting and ranked. I mean, right now we're looking down the barrel of a Brazil against a team that should realistically be able to, you know, go head to head with champ level, grand champ level in ranked. And yet you come out here, you go against somebody who has that competition experience, and it is just a different game.
And you have to go back because every season there are these like special players that do stand out in this league. I mean, you can look at your Caveman Bens, your Cabos in the past, heck, your Rivs in the past. Even, I believe in the early days, even Torsos was competing at one stage, if I'm not mistaken. So there's been big names that come through here, and they can definitely take this league over. And right now, well, the rest of the UTS is starting to step up as well as Knight is able to find a gold with 2 defenders in their path.
And this is a big scoreline out of game one. They're making this this game one as long as they can as well, and just going to try and take everything available to them. It is good that Monash has been able to find 1 goal at the very least, but I do expect them to be able to push back here. They are not a bad team, not by any means. Nope. And a shot like that, Main showing up again. Main was the one to take the first goal as well, so I'm looking at him to have answers. Alcium gets juked away there, and the shot might go in. Main will pick up his second. And we're looking at Barca.
Yeah, there we go. Let's watch this again. It was a double commit. Knight and Azza get in each other's way, and the shot just comes through. Central almost was able to save that one out. Not quite there. I don't think... I'm going to go out on a limb here, Gex, and I'm going to say the comeback might be out of reach. 6 goals, 30 seconds. Probably not. But moving forward, you never know.
If they could do that, that would have to be some kind of record. Like, there's no chance that it isn't a record if they made a comeback from this spot right now.
I mean, it's not happening. I'm not humor the idea. In fact, I
now am curious what the record is, like, for goals scored, like, per second.
I mean, you know where my brain goes to, Gex. You cast the game with me. You know where it goes to every single time.
Oh, no.
APL! Oh, my God.
Yeah, okay. All right. You're going straight back to realize. Yeah, it's going to be the one.
I mean, was that not the best comeback in a grand final setting?
No, it was. Like, that was unbelievable stuff.
Like, I think the reason why that one is, like...
Maybe that's the record holder. We'll check with somebody. Some... You know, miracle stat keeper from
all of the crazy miracle stats come out of APAC, I feel like.
They've held a lot of them since they came into RLCS this season. So I feel like if you had high school into these stats,
Okay, well,
they would shatter some of those records.
perhaps, but I don't know. The fastest goal I've ever seen came from APAC. The best comeback I've ever seen has come from APAC. Like, I
The
don't know.
most and newest comebacks,
Yep.
like reverse sweeps from a best of 7 in RLCS.
True. The only time a team has failed to qualify for an event but still makes it to the international LAN, that happened to APAC. Top 2 seeds advance, 3rd seed goes to the LAN because they win the event. Yeah, figure that one, riddle me that one, Batman. Yeah, APAC's a special region. Oh, and then they cut their, most known player. Actually, I don't know if he cut. I shouldn't say cut. I should not say cut. That's a goal, by the way.
That is definitely a goal. Knight takes it home, and that means that Juices are actually up first here by quite some margin.
Yep. 1.
1, yes, that would be the margin. That would be the exact margin.
I'm so
I guess
good
it's
at
not quite some. Realistically. I mean, what? Take it away, Max.
Oh, what a pinch for that goal right there.
Thank you.
Through.
The distraction comes out of an amazing goal.
And there's the synergy with Central we wanted to see, right? They're
Yes,
coming together.
yeah.
They're piecing the puzzle pieces out there. And 129, not as fast as that 187 I saw out of APAC, but that one was also from behind the midfield line.
Salcium. Oh, Main finds a touch, but it goes backwards. Yeah, I feel like Central might have just turned his headset on or something. He's hearing his teammates now.
Maybe. Or it's just a situation of the
Or a
others going, you know what,
strain.
you do what you want to do and we'll play around you.
Yeah, that's true. Sloshed, what a scoop. Gets the reset and just the flick on zero boost as well, nearly finding a center out of that. Central getting bumped, as is Knight. I think he managed to get around that one, but a lot of pressure out of that forward commit there. Just doesn't pay off for them.
Couldn't quite find that double touch. Look, again, one of the things that I love about players like Azza is their ability to just kind of cover the entire distance of the field, and to compare them to some of the other RLCS players that you'd see, it's similar to the likes of your Fibers or your Fevers or all the good players that start with the letter F that always seem to pop up, the ones who just are those playmakers that the rest of the team can kind of build themselves around and find the best ways to set themselves up. That's what Azza was on that Hazard lineup, and even though Hazard didn't quite see the same successes as those other teams that I listed, they still kind of played that similar style, and we're not seeing it as much here, except for when Azza kind of does force those situations in their own right, and it's always exciting as a result whenever you see them get possession of the ball.
Knight goes to the ceiling as Central finds another back pass, I guess to Sloshed. That was always calculated, right? Comes to the corner, the pinch in. No, defenders immediately available meant that there was some threat on that, but they got back in time.
Calcium down the middle will get challenged by Central, and now Azza will collect, looking to throw it down to Knight. Actually, no, again, keeping it themselves. Again, it's that front-to-back setup where that one player can go the distance, get so many defenders to bike, create so much pressure themselves. I feel like it was a more common meta back during RLCS X as opposed to this year, but it's always fun to see it in action.
Oh, Knight finds it off the crossbar too, just juggling the ball on the tip of his nose there to be able to make this work. The small touch, using his wheels to slow that down initially just to hammer it home in the long run.
Yep, that was a fantastic goal as we continue to ride along with this one. 2 minutes left. Knight finds the fourth.
And that's a brilliant kickoff goal. That's a very, very well taken shot here. Knight showing up.
That was fantastic. Little cross-up ball in that net, and I don't want to say this one's out of reach just yet, but it does feel like there's that switch that UTS has where they can just score at a whim almost out of nowhere.
Main, the high flick, not high enough to get it past Azza. Knight in the midfield will leave this to go back to Central, but Xalcium, that's a fantastic challenge on it. A pinch out of Slosh and Central doesn't go very far, and now Main might be in a position to redirect this. No, with no boost, he couldn't quite get where he wanted for that touch.
As we're going to watch Knight now try to clear across the middle. The pinch play gets the ball to the backboard where We will see Farrier go up for it, following through underneath. That is Calcium, trying to chase it through. Demo in a play, but not enough to warrant the goal being scored just yet. Slosh back up the other direction. Main can make that save. Oh, just over a minute remaining, though. Still 4 goals required. And unfortunately for our team in blue, we haven't really seen Monash even put an accurate shot on target yet in this second game.
No, it's been very, very tough. The rotation's been better out of Juices yet again, I think, as Central is starting to fit a bit more into the team. Not without a mistake, but shots like these just keep coming as a result of Central fitting into this team better.
As we watch Nike just get that goal from the middle of the field right there, posted in, 5-0 lead, and now it's starting to look more towards like what we saw at the end of game number 1, right? With just UTS running away with this one. This time, though, Nike, the player, getting all the goals.
Well, they got 8 last time. Can they make it again? Oh, they absolutely can if Knight keeps going like this.
Yeah, Knight absolutely on a tear right now, out of the corner in the goal. Just going to double check which goal number this was from, because I feel like, yeah, that's number 5.
Yeah.
Do we see 6?
Absolutely
do we see
huge.
7? Does Knight single-handedly pull the Brazil against Monash?
It's actually possible here. Central, does he read it? Oh, it bounces back into the crossbar and out. That's so unfortunate. But it does mean that Knight can hold the record here to 5-1 in his own team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can find it. Ferry doesn't quite follow through the corner on this instance. Instead, we go back up that other way. Under 30 seconds to go. Main, pinch across the middle of the field. Knight's going to try to chase this one back through that corner once again. Ferry looking to shut it off. 15 seconds left. We could be looking at our final score line, but then Central is going to get a breakaway and miss the double.
Knight should score this as well, but no, my goodness, they just keep hitting the woodwork. It's taking an absolute beating right now. Must sound like drums in the stadium.
Yeah, just pounding away. UTS, they win game number 2, advancing to match point. Gex, the brooms might be coming out again. We could be going 9 games in 3 series.
Usually when I'm casting, my wife is somewhere around the room, behind the screen, wherever. And one time I was like, you know what? I'm predicting it. Can you just run and grab me the broom? Because I want it on stream. And she's like, no, that's not happening. You're not using my broom for that. It's never going to happen, Max.
I pulled a mop out once.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Why do I remember that?
I don't know. Was that was... Oh, that's right, because the knife was considered too violent.
That's right. I believe you asked, and we were all like, no.
Slosh making it 1-0.
I mean, to be fair, we put you in that situation. We were like, Max, get a prop. You need a prop. Juices start off early again.
And for context, people, it's not like some crazy butcher knife. It was a steak knife because I had eaten food at my desk like just before the broadcast. 1-0 now in favor of UTS. And again, it was a fast goal from Azza as per usual. They're still looking to run away with this one. See if they're going to be holding on to it. Now, that Cobra Kai Octane, what are your thoughts on it?
I love it. I'm just a big fan of the show, so
yeah.
No, I love it. It's very good. It is. I don't know. As a designer, I almost can't look at it. It's not well done, but it is a brilliant reference.
I see the fists on the side, and I just can't help but think of another game with League in its title.
Yeah.
You know. So, Rocket League
is a bit of a ride,
owned by Epic Games, right? Mm-hmm. Epic Games owns Fortnite. Arcane has crossovers with Fortnite. When can I play Aurelian Soul in Rocket League? When?
The Aurelian Soul mobile.
We already have all the cosmic,
we need to get that guy who made the Oscar Wiener mobile onto this.
Yeah. Like, we already have all of, like, the astral sort of goal explosions and car signs and all that. Like, I still love Stellaris. Not Stellaris. Is it Stellaris? I forget. The name of that skin. Still, like, one of my favorites. I just want to see at least, some League of Legends toppers pop out one day. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, it's the Riot and epic
Well,
crossover.
okay, more
That's
realistic, you'd
what's
get
happening.
Caitlyn's dumb hat as a topper.
Oh, I could jam with that. I mean, I would never wear it, but it'd be a good thing to have in game.
Are you saying you would? Why would you not wear Caitlyn's big, dumb, stupid
Yeah,
hat?
use that, and then your
that
antenna
pinch!
can be the
Oh, that
rifle!
pinch!
Speaking of rifles, that shoots across field, absolutely sniped off of a pinch that was so weirdly set up. That is found brilliantly.
Knight had to make a last-moment adjust of the car's positioning just to get that goal through. That was beautiful.
That's a goal like I haven't seen in competition in maybe ever.
It would look so much better, though, if Knight had Caitlyn's big, dumb hat on.
Straight back to it, yes. And the rifle antenna, because that was a long shot.
Nice. Ace in the hole from the backfield line. 2:30 still on the clock. Knight looking to throw it down to someone. Finds Main instead. They'll cross it up halfway through our third game. And this is what the score was at actually halfway through game number 2. And that one ended 8-0. And this one could be going that same direction as Knight gets their first of the third.
Knight breaks the defense like Max is breaking my brain right now. As brilliantly done. That goes to ground and picks it up rather than looking for the pinch, and that goes well into net.
3-0 in favor of our team in orange. Ferry going to try to set something up through the backboard. It's to themselves. Ball back up for grab. Someone's got to strike, and it's actually Main underneath. I like the fake. I like the slowdown attempt. It doesn't work out.
Oh, chances. Zalcium gets it to Ferrari, but it's wide and Sloshed is available. Now Zalcium trying to set up again. Do we see Monash with their first goal in 2 games here? Oh, it's going to get taken away.
As we do watch Central now, looking to play off that backboard, down and in. Beautiful
Central
second touch.
Showing up and showing us why he's got that SSL tag. This is incredible way to take a backboard. It just spiked perfectly.
Yeah, as they're starting to find more and more ground in our third and looking more and more like our final game. Brooms coming out as we're looking a minute and a half away from yet another sweep. And again, Monash came into this one undefeated, 2-0 so far in this event. And yet, you can still see some of the difference between a lot of these tournament frontrunners. And we saw a couple of them tonight. Do not get me wrong, but when this UTS squad is firing, they look so tough to beat.
And they are firing again here. Sloshed going to pick up another one. And gotta say it, this game and series is just about locked away here. I don't think there's a road back for Monash now. The Miracle Workers might be their title, but it would take a real one for them to come back into this, especially with Azza making shots like this. This is just a shot of beauty.
Yeah, you can see this one again, and I love how they bridge. Like, they find the gap in the defenses because that backboard was being read. There was a defender in the goal, yet Azza still finds the perfect place, gets the right power to fall through on that double. That's why good double touches are so fun to watch, because it's not necessarily being able to pull it off when not under any pressure. It's when you can get it when under pressure, when it's your only answer to score a goal and you make it happen.
Oh!
Hey, some
and he
APAC.
finds it again. Some APAC. Yeah, there we go.
I mean, look, all I'm saying is, yeah, Azza probably has that goal as well.
Central deserves it. He's been working hard for the team. He had a rough first match in particular. And now he's stepped up. He's got as many goals as Azza does.
Hey, if Azza was going to score that goal, they would have been faster.
That's his hat trick.
Yep. Yeah, talk about a good series turnaround, actually. For a sub to come in and start to have that kind of impact, good to see. And oh my goodness.
I don't understand what the answer is to this. This is going to be their biggest match yet. And usually you see the lower teams start to adjust to the higher skilled team across the series as they learn from them and their speed picks up. But Juicers just have been holding something in reserve this whole time.
I feel like we're just watching game 2 again. Because it's the exact same thing. It was 2-0 at the halfway point, and then this was the final score line. Maybe this is game 2 plus. You can even say it's game 2 plus 1 and call it game 3. But the point is, at this stage, it just really feels as if there's an experience difference between these two teams, one of which is going to be a tournament favorite. The other which being Monash, they're a good team. Like, they can still make that run. We could see them get into that playoffs. However, they're now learning what it takes, what you have to beat if you want to be an AEL champion.
Maine, you got to give him credit coming away with the only goals for his team, but this kind of style just coming out over and over again from the Juices, it's just secured them this without a doubt, and it would be hard to pick another team that's going to win this whole thing now. Like, the Juices are just so dominant.
And as strong as Central has been, we have to remind people, this is the sub. Flicky, I'd argue, could be stronger, right? I mean, as that team captain, as that main player, as another one for Asa. Like, so normally when teams start to like go for like these highly technical shots because they feel like they have the advantage, we look for mistakes, we look for slip-ups where they overextend and can get punished. We've not been seeing that coming from UTS in this.
Slosh just doubled the amount of goals out of this game for himself in about 25 seconds.
Yep.
And he's been sitting back with the ability to do this the entire game, maybe the whole series.
Yep. Now, Asa, good at Rocket League. I wish I could say we learned that in this series, but I have a feeling we all already knew that.
I wish he was on the team called Bad at Rocket League. Is that bad
UOW? Yeah, we suck at Rocket League.
Yeah, we suck at Rocket League. That's the one. I wish he was on that. It would just be so ironic. Well, that's going to be GG's, though, and yeah, quite a series, but not necessarily for the reasons I would normally be saying that.
Also, I just want people to know what you see right here on your screen in front of you. That's Gex's car. All right, so if you want to know where Gex's loyalties lie, now you know.
It's a pretty skin.
My car, Gex's car.
Wait a second. I'll make it worse. I'll make it worse. Don't change your screen for a second. I need to get out of the map still. I'll just move across one. There we go.
And now we come back to us because that. I didn't think you were going to find a way to make it worse, and then we see the general insurance come out. Look, that was a relatively quick night, right? 3-3-0s, not too surprising. However, it's all that anticipation, all that build right now. I feel like as we're getting closer and closer to the playoffs, we're going to be seeing some fireworks once we get to the best of sevens.
Yeah, when we see all of these big teams line up, there is going to be some really high level play come out of the AEL Uni tournament, and it just shows once again why we are seeing these be our future of RLCS from Oceania. You see these players develop and come up, and when they come up, they do so really big. I'm gone, so bye, I guess.
Oh, oh, bye. Yeah, you're still here. I don't know what you're talking about. You never left. That said, I do kind of want to get things going along because, as you mentioned before, UOW, we suck at Rocket League. Not only are they a team, they're playing on the other stream right now, so we're going to get ourselves to that. But before we do, one last time, want to thank our wonderful sponsors for this event. That, of course, including Predator, AOC, and RIG, without which, their support, it would be nigh impossible to hold such amazing university events such as Rocket League, and that carries across, not just Rocket League, but your Dotas, your CSGOs. World of Tanks is coming. I promise you it's going to be here soon. It's just fantastic stuff. So, again, a big thank you to those three.
Yeah. Do you want me to do the full read on that?
No, I mean, you can say whatever you'd like.
I'm gonna do it. We have to shout them out because none of this could happen, and they are very, very important. I've got a bit of an announcement of my own after this, so don't go anywhere just yet. But let's thank them again. Predator, conquer new worlds with Predator Gaming today. Predator are the gaming PC partner of the AEL. Conquer new worlds with Predator Gaming. Predator puts power and precision in your hands. Elevate your gaming experience in every way with quality and performance thanks to Predator. AOC, the best viewing experience. AOC is a global leader in monitor display technology. For more than 50 years, AOC has delivered an exceptional viewing experience to millions of loyal customers worldwide. Today, the company offers a wide selection of stylish monitors for home, office, or relevant for you, gaming. RIG, our audio on there as well. What it takes to win. RIG develops headsets delivering superior audio for competitive gamers and streamers at all levels. Join the Rig team and enhance your gaming experience. And before I let us go as well and you sign us off, Max, I'd just like to shout out a cause very close to me. I'm running my own tournament. It's going to be a charity for the Starlight Foundation. They make gaming consoles accessible to kids in hospital. They have gaming rooms and their own radio stations there in hospitals. It just gives a little bit of childhood back to these kids who spend a lot of time there. Benefited a lot from it myself when I was a kid. 1&E Esports is going to be running a charity tournament for that. So please, if you want to sign up for it, go ahead and check out the Twitter and the links we've got for that. And if you want to watch, come along and give what you can, because it's an awesome cause. And I really hope to see you there. It's Sunday, 6 p.m. AEST.
That said, until we see you there, which I also hope we do get to catch you out, we have to throw to our other Rocket League casters, because there are still matches happening. UOW, we suck at Rocket League, I do believe is currently in the middle of their series up against none other than UNSW Meow. So that's kind of a fun little matchup. That's where we're going to be heading from this one last time. My name is Formal. That is Gex, and we'll catch you next time.